Happy Monday. Today, March 16, 2009. This is Homie 3 with a smiley face on the end. And I would like to address everyone of the United States of America, along with the Congress and Senate of the country of the United States of America. I will tell you this: I am a born American citizen, a natural born citizen. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. Now, for more information about my role in life, check the other YouTube videos here on this channel. This channel I'm going to keep for political purposes only from now on, and spirituality at my YouTube Homie 3. But for you, congressmen and senators, please check those videos out to give you more information about me. I'm also going to paste up another YouTube video on this channel that I had last year, where I talked about myself growing up in this country and how I looked up to political figures as role models. And I wish that you listen and view it. Now, at this point, what am I talking to you about? Do I have the right to? With everybody out there, when you run for the office of this country, you have to state you'll uphold the laws of the Constitution. And you may have your personal agendas in each district or state that you're holding office for. But you see, whenever you make a vote or back a bill in the Congress or Senate, your vote has adverse reaction to everyone of this country, not just to your constituents of your district or state. These people vote you in to protect and uphold the laws of the Constitution. The same thing for judges. You're voted in and then you get promoted upwards to hold other titles of the court. Now, this is about Barack H. Obama and the lawsuits that have been going on since August. A handful of people know about these, and they're educating others. Remember that. The news media did not vet Barack Obama thoroughly, and they don't talk about these lawsuits. You have to find them in a tabloid called the Globe magazine that sits on the grocery store counters. And you know what some people think about that magazine and the stories that are in it. At least they have the guts to put something out about these lawsuits. I have watched the news on WorldNet daily concerning Dr. Orly Tates and her meeting Chief Justice Scalia and then Chief Justice Roberts over the weekend, and handing paperwork over that supposedly they didn't get. Ladies and gentlemen of Congress and Senate, you should have vetted him thoroughly. If he is not an eligible candidate or qualified to hold the office, he should resign. He should hand over the paperwork. Why did he hire law firms around the United States to defend himself in the courts of law? Why didn't he just hand over the paperwork? Hey, Barack Obama, do you have something to hide? I think you do. I know I don't. I've done wrong in my life, but I can produce a birth certificate like I have to when I go travel overseas or need a passport or get my license, like others in this country. We know that you're the only person who can get your documents and provide them, except a court of law that can force the releasement of these documents, but yet you hired the law firms to stop that from happening. You know, the laws are lax as to who can sign up to run for a political office, and they should be tightened. I applaud Representative Bill Posey of Florida with his bill H.R. 1503 that he presented on March 13, 2009. But you, congressmen or women, didn't back him on that. There has to be a reason why. Why? Because then you would have to ask Barack Obama for his paperwork, and he would have to call from over? You should have done so back on electoral vote counting day. The FEC didn't do enough. The Democratic Party didn't do enough of vetting. Let's look at his life to some degree. Oh, maybe he was born in Hawaii. There's a certificate of living birth, right? Well, what I've seen is a fake document. I've done my investigating, ladies and gentlemen. And the aspect is, he went to school in Indonesia as a child, supposedly adopted by Larry Suturo. His name on his school records, Barry Suturo, Indonesian citizen. And when he came back to Hawaii at age 10, what name did he come back as? Barack Obama? His name was Barry Suturo at that time. He had to come through immigration. And if he didn't, could he be considered an illegal alien at this point? Then as growing up and going to work, did he file taxes as Barry Suturo? And then as he grew older, he would meet Michelle and other people that basically now he's Barack Obama? Are they hiding something as well? You know, when you grow up, you know people in your neighborhood, you go run for office of a local Congress or whatever, they know you. How many people know him as a child or as a teenager? Did he not go to Pakistan in 1981? Under what name? Under what passport? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. This is all being asked in these lawsuits. Something that you didn't do. You didn't do your job. After all, who's looking over you? Oh, the people that voted you in, they don't watch over you every day. Okay? They got blinders on. They got to work. They got to do things. They got to hope that you do right. You yourselves have got blinders yourself. I only do and vote for the people of my constituency. Remember, when you vote, it has adverse reaction to everybody. You know, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to clean up our act with a lot of things and get it done right. And if Obama is not, if you don't have the real paperwork and you know you've done wrong, just admit it, resign. Let's get on with life. Or maybe you might have lawsuits against you, you might go to jail, or maybe you can make a plea deal. Okay, just like other people are doing and have done. I've done recently to some degree on something I'd done wrong. But you see, something was done wrong to me first. And if I filed a lawsuit, you know how many other people would file the same lawsuit? And this country would lose a lot of money in these courts? They had to agree to certain things, and they have to. So as not to be sued for the things that what was done to me. So, reality, ladies and gentlemen. Watch my YouTube channel, and I hope you people do right. Get this thing with Obama done. Because if he is not a legal citizen, and he's not natural born, it could bring catastrophic disaster to this country that you have voted in to protect and the laws of this country. Remember how many people go to war and have lost their lives on a battlefield protecting that Constitution. I know I have brothers that served in the armed forces. I apologize, I didn't. Maybe I should have. And at this point I will state that if you don't clear it up, I will run for office of president in 2012, and I will promise the people of this country that everything will be done right, and that we clean up the laws and the lobbyists that go on in this country. Hey, I might be shot for that. After all, wasn't other presidents shot for not following the unwritten rule of the money dollars and the corporate law, the corporate executives and lobbyists? Come back and listen to many other videos that I would like you to listen to concerning other laws that you should correct and get done rightfully so for the protection of the people of this country. Thank you, and may God bless.